This is Mile High.
Do I want to tell the story or do I want to show the message?
You've got a lot of work to do between Mile High.
The time has come where we can know
we have a responsibility, an ethical and moral responsibility.
We have to do it better in order to move people along.
Up, down, inside out.
If you get your mind right, it is not. It is a receiver of thought. Because love is my first technique.
it's now time for the show.
How are you?
I'm so excited for this.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have you. I'm not on Facebook. I don't know what's happening. So
You have to love technology. It just makes me like smile because I'm like, that's the behind the scenes of life.
everything, right? I know. It's so crazy.
Yes.
It's so crazy. So I am so happy to have you. And thank you so much. It took us a half hour, but we got it. How are you doing? How are you doing, Abby?
I'm doing really good, Dr.
Great.
Michelle. Thank you so much. And thank goodness for team, right?
I know. Yay.
I'm so excited to dig in and just connect and see how we can help people and inspire, and just so excited for Mile High as well.
Yes, we're so excited to have you, and it's going to be amazing. And this is your first time speaking at Mile High, and I'm really, really excited. So we just want to have a conversation today. You know, you'll be speaking at Mile High, and this is our 13th, so we're really excited. And as I was saying on Facebook before all of the technical difficulties, I was just saying, you know, what a trailblazer you've been in chiropractic. And so I just kind of want to ask you, you know, kind of like your chiropractic story. And I know you have like multiple businesses with like real estate and a cafe and your office, and you've had like a really exciting year with some amazing things happening in your life. So just kind of tell us what's new in your world and all that kind of stuff while we get started. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I always say to other chiropractors, I love you because you love what I love.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like chiropractic, I always say chose me, but it honestly was so in alignment with just the way that I chose to live my life and raise my family and look at health and wellness, you know, above, down, inside out. And that's really carried through to understanding more and more the depths of living a life that's in alignment with wellness and holistic approach to things, and something that I was yearning for. And I feel like anything in life, like if you're searching for it, there's someone else out there that doesn't know and is searching for that truth as well. So chiropractic's been a blessing, and I always say it's given me so much. It's given me my people. It's given me everything that I could ask for. Along that journey, I tease that I'm an entrepreneur that happens to be a chiropractor.
Yes. Yes.
And I knew that I didn't know what an entrepreneur was, or angel investing, or running a business, but I knew that God was calling me into that, because even when I was at Palmer, I was a part of starting the business center. And there was always this little yearning or this little voice of like, hey, you can't totally fulfill reaching the people and bringing this to the world and making a huge impact without understanding this huge component as chiropractors. Like, we kind of are off running our own businesses or direct primary care. And there's this whole portion that some other professions aren't maybe as called to run the business alongside being a doctor or these other things, and we get to. So that was this whole aspect of my heart that said, ooh, I know that this is going to be needed. Now, how do I learn more? And then going through it, it's like the skills of life.
Oh, man. Right?
Oh, girl. Like, being able to like go through that and start to say, hey, I want to do things differently. And I want to do cash-based. I want to do membership-based. I want to build a team. I want to be able to take what I'm making in chiropractic and invest it into other aspects of cash flow. So that's kind of my journey. And now starting to get your head above the water and say, oh, wow, I've been able to create this. And you look around and you're like, now I want to be able to share that with other people as well.
Right, right, right. So it sounds like, we all say that chiropractic called us, right? It's
Yeah.
amazing. Like, even if you were doing something else, it's like you get steered back into the direction of chiropractic. Tell us a little bit about, because I know you coach and you help people and stuff like that. Tell us a little bit about some of your passions now, other than just working in your office, but other ways that you support the chiropractic community. So,
So when I was going through building my office and not knowing, Dr. Elise, which I know is a friend of your guys' as well, she was such a mentor and a person. I did chiro intensive, and it was the first time that someone was able to chiropractically break down business to me. And it changed my life and introduced me to a lot of people. And that's the thing, even with Mile High, that we're constantly telling people is you have to reinvest into yourself. And if
right.
you start to feel lost or alone, like you probably just have lost your community or that injection of connection. And we pour out all day long to our communities, but we
Right.
need to go back to each other and to getting that support as well. And wholeheartedly, every aspect of my life has always gotten clearer with a clearer why, and then the how always follows figuring that out when I seek counsel. And I really look to that, like that's like biblical, right? Like
Right.
those who go at it alone will fail. Those that go at it with counsel will succeed. So coaching to me is just another aspect of that, of seeking counsel or having people around me that have been through it, or have either experienced it or done it, and they can look at you, which I say to people, like when you're in the jar, you can't read the label.
Oh, that's so good,
Yeah.
right?
That's why we have our people around us to be able to say, hey, you can't quite see this, but I can tell you or observe this to help you make those informed decisions. So that's really where my life has started to take me, is being able to be around others and say, hey, how can I teach some of these aspects that have helped me so much to other chiropractors? And I've noticed that in the days that I have gotten pulled into life, like whether that's mothering, my kids, like something being needed, it's always created a lot of peace in my life to have built cash flow and have built real estate and have built a team and have built some freedoms in there. And you want to help other people do the same so that we can do that together.
Right. And one of the things too is that I feel like when you have abundance and you share it with other people, then you make a bigger impact and a bigger difference, and so it's like sharing your wisdom and your knowledge so that you can really help support people so that they can live their dreams too.
A
So,
1,000%. Yeah. And that's the coolest thing is I feel like as you learn and as you unlock, you start to realize that like there are so many people that like it creates more abundance. It's not gatekeeping, or the further you go, the more you realize that everyone's working together.
exactly.
And you kind of like look back and you're like, oh shoot, like you want everyone to know that, and you want everyone to have people, and want everyone to have access, because once they do, it's like a you put the input, just like chiropractic, right? We create interference and you're going to have that ability to heal. Your business is the same. And I've been like thinking a lot about what we can share with Mile High and what we're going to share. And I'm so
I was just going to ask you that. What are you wanting to share with the audience at Mile High? What are you excited about imparting on the people that are going to be there? So,
man, I want chiropractors to be able to take that deep knowingness that they have with the chiropractic adjustment. Like when we look at someone and we're like, oh, this is going to change your world. Like we already know that once that's unlocked, like everything's going to change. And we also know that even though they might be in a state to not understand it quite yet, so they're like, oh, I just have this pain or this thing right here. We know that 3 months, 6 months down the line, oh my goodness, their body's going to start to process everything differently. Their digestion's going to clear up. The way that their sleep is going to change. The way they see their life, they're going to get that. I always say, like, you kind of go from like zombie state to getting that power turned back on.
Yes.
Same exact thing in your business.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times, like, we're in this fight or flight in our own business, and we can't quite see what we're supposed to do next because we're in fight or flight. And when you're
Yes.
able to look at someone's business outside, especially a chiropractic office, you can see all the small subluxations or tweaks that need to happen, all the things that they can add in, whether it's meetings or systems or a way to connect and give back to their community, or marketing brand, like people knowing who you are and what you do, or tax strategy. Like, so many times I'm like, they're going to save so much doing these two things in taxes. So we can fix those subluxations in their business. And on the outside, like, I have that knowingness the same way they do when they go to adjust. I have that knowingness for someone in business of those minor tweaks and what's going to happen. It's like what's going to happen in 3 to 6 months. And then you pull them out of fight or flight in their business, and they're able to make a bigger impact because they're not just surviving, if that makes sense. So I really want to make people leave with like tactical to-do lists where they're inspired, but also they are like, man, that makes sense to me in my chiropractic heart, and I can go home and apply these simple things so I can show up better to impact my community.
Absolutely. You know, there's always that saying, healthy people make healthy choices, right? And so that's what we see in our offices. And then the same thing with business is what you're talking about. When you can get healthier in your business, you can make healthier decisions and healthier choices. And it's just, they kind of all go together. So I agree with you. I feel like for way too long in chiropractic, people have been seen as like separate, right? Like, you do this, I do this. And that's one reason why we created Mile High, because we wanted to create like a space, right? A container where people felt like they were part of something bigger, and that it like brought different techniques and different people who do consulting and business and research, and everybody together who are facing the same direction, but doing it in a way where it was collaborative, you know, and it wasn't like, you know, people say like turning in, right? Like turning in on each, but that we felt like that it was a place where people felt like it was a home for them. So we're so excited that you're going to be a part of this. Any last words to share with it? This is your audience because it's your Facebook Live, but any last words to share about, you know, what you're looking forward to with Mile High, or any little nuggets to help people in practice today?
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, get there. There's going to be something on your heart right now. You're going to watch something of Dr. Rochelle or Dr. Danny or any of the amazing speakers, and it's going to ping you, and you're going to say, maybe I should go to that. Just say yes. I promise on the other side of that is unlocking, because you may be uncertain, but that's why you have people around you with the certainty to reconnect you, re-get you in. And then I promise whatever is your, what we say, bottleneck. So business is going, growing it, pouring in until you hit a bottleneck. And then you're going to get a solution to that. And that is always the chaos before growing to your next level. So whatever you're going through, I promise you there's going to be a conversation, a speaker, a connection that's going to give you to the answer. But you have to do the work. You have to get there, because when you get there, like, everything else will be laid out. Plug back in with your people and know that what you're missing is the solution is a reinvestment in you. And showing up to things like this is doing that. It's the best investment you can make all day long.
Absolutely. Thank you so much,
Yes,
Abby.
thank you, Dr. Rochelle.
I'm so inspired by you, and thank you for your patience this morning as well. And we just can't wait to see you and all the gems and nuggets and what you know you can give to everybody from stage at Mile High. So we'll see you in September, the end of September. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Bye, guys.
Okay, bye-bye.